If you already arrived to your mat and found a spot nearby a wall for your mat, come sit down, lean your back as straight as possible against the wall. Legs can be any way that you like them to be. Can cross leg or just stretch them out. For today's class, you possibly need 1 or 2 blocks and something to pad your knees for later, like a blanket or a softer pillow. If you like to have some strap or strap replacement for binding, or just simply to give you extra length. Are you saying something?
No, I just I don't have one.
Okay, no problem. If you're already sitting against a wall, you start softening your gaze. Or close your eyes. Just let your weight partially drop into the wall behind you. Maybe drop your attention towards your breathing. Notice that in the meantime of your belly, your ribcage, your chest rising and fall with your breathing and breathe out. Your back muscles also being pushing into and pull away from the wall behind you. There's always mutual force happening within our body even when we are not moving that much. Today we're going to revisit many poses that we did last week, but instead we're going to use the wall as our friend to give us that necessary resistance, which in this case more be like support. Notice that if the pose is going to be different to you, if this way is going to create a different kind of container for you to practice your yoga, more than just a pose. If you still have something that keeps your mind wandering around, simply be okay with it and use the sound of your breath to guide you. Back to the mat, back to the wall. Wherever you are, always start matching the length of our exhalation with our inhalation to create a samavritti quality. And feel free to stay where your breathing is right now. If you like to, we're proceeding to samavritti that is going to produce same length of inhalation and exhalation. We'll start with count of 4, then proceed to 6, and eventually we'll get to 8. Then we come back to 6 and come back down to 4 again. Take a big inhale. And exhale it all out. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4. Continue a couple more rounds on your own. Oftentimes we're so afraid to let it go, so our exhalation usually is kind of a bit shorter than our inhalation. Even though a lot of scientific results that shows that focusing on exhalation actually helps to pacify our nervous system, helps us to relax. After next round of inhale and exhale, we'll start with count of 6. Inhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue on your own. Just observe instead of trying to be part of it. Maybe even reflect that what it is like to practice yoga with both resistance and support, with them being one. And this is not just on the mat. Probably encounter similar scenarios in your life off the mat all the time. And after the next round, we'll proceed to count of 8. And if count of 6 is already a lot to you, feel free to stay at 6. Breathing practice is just like all the asanas we practice. It's not something that you get to in one day. It takes daily practice with consistency. Inhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Continue a couple more rounds on your own. Make sure that you're not trying so hard to the max number. Give yourself space to reflect, to contemplate with this breathing practice. That counting is just a minimum effort. It's simply just a measure, but it's not a goal that you're living for. It's just giving you a chance to look at your breathing more objectively. Notice that if your relationship with the wall behind you has changed because of the change of the number, the counting. Finish this last round. And if it resonates with you, press your palms together. Just as a gesture of appreciate yourself, get yourself onto this mat and practice your yoga. And we'll start the class with one sound of Om. Take a big inhale. And exhale, smooth everything out. One big inhale followed by Om. Deep inhale and exhale, slowly blink your eyes open. And come stand on your feet. Continue by the wall. You face the wall. Extend your right arm out. And your right side body against the wall. And push the right side body into the wall. So and push into the right palm. That open your right side of your chest, your heart. Breathing into that right shoulder. You can tentacle your left hand in front of you to get more support. To rotate that left rib cage a little bit out. Take one more big inhale. And exhale, let it go. And this time, bend your right elbow. The rest of the body maintain the same position. We're gonna press our shoulder into the wall again to open a bit more in our minor pec. Still same area, but focusing on different muscles. Feeling that your right palm is pressing into the wall, but also your right fingertips trying to reaching up. Inevitably, there's going to be a gap between your right shoulder and the wall, but we're trying to pushing it toward it. Next big inhale. And exhale, let it go. Just roll your shoulder, head up and back. And switch direction. I'm gonna try a second side. Bring your left side body nearby the wall. And extend your left arm out along the wall. Breathe into your left shoulder. Reaching firmly into the left hand. In the meantime, use the press of your right hand to help to roll your right rib cage open to the right side. Take one more big inhale. And exhale, release your left arm briefly. And bend your left elbow, bring it back to the wall again. Let's focus on the minor pec this time. And after the next exhale, release from it. Come down to your knees. If you have something that to pad underneath your knees, this is good time to find it. Come to hero pose, but your heels pressing into the wall. Actually, let's move a little bit away from the wall. Turn your hand, straighten your hand, your arm to reach the wall. You can move the blanket or pillow with you. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hand to your heart center. One more big inhale, reaching through your fingers. And exhale, twist to the right, open your arms. Possibly your right fingertips onto the wall. And side bend, actually it's more like a back bend towards your right arm. Pushing your pelvis forward. Left arm over your left ear. And come back to center. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, open your arm to the left side. Possibly your left fingertips touching the wall. And right arm over your right ear, push your pelvis forward. And come back to center, twice more like that each on each side. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, open to the right side. Find your half camel on the wall. And come back to center. Remember that feeling of chest opening when you were on the wall. Use that resistance from the wall to help to push your pelvis forward. Come back to center, arms forward and down. Come to table pose. Option to move one round of cow and cat. When you find your neutral, step your right foot into the wall. You might adjust your left shin a little bit forward a little bit. So you can keep your right leg straight, pressing hard into the wall. Engage your core. Energy shooting through the crown of your head. You can lift your left arm forward. Inhale, reach into the left fingertips and stepping into your right heel. Release your left hand down, extend your left shin out, and adjust your right foot. Extend your right arm up, almost like side plank with support, and with right foot stepping the wall. Extend your right arm over your right ear. And exhale, release your right hand down. Step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, arms up. Find your low lunge. Press your palms together. And lower your pelvis forward and down. Find some back bend. Compress your interlace your fingers. Point your index fingers toward the wall and the ceiling meet. Exhale, hands down. Pull your left heel toward your left sit bone. Option to grab it with your left hand. And release it carefully. Take your arms up again. Next, your palms together, left elbow onto your right thigh, twist to the right. Use the press of your palms to help you to rotate your rib cage. Roll your right shoulder to the back. Option to lift your back knee up and lightly step forward. Inhale, arms forward and up. Come to Utkatasana, chair pose. Next up, fold over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms, hands to your shin, lengthen your spine, half lift. Exhale, release over your legs. Slowly roll up. And exhale, hands to your heart center by your side, Tadasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat your back. Exhale, step right and left, high plank. Walk your plank towards the wall until your heels, feeling the support from the wall. You can keep your knees up or knees down if you have shoulder injuries. Bend to your elbows, move to your chaturanga, hug your elbows in, and come all the way down to your belly. Move your hands slightly down by your lower rib cage. Inhale, lift your chest up. Use the feet pressing into the wall, come to low baby cobra, Bhujangasana. And exhale, release down. One more time. This time, option to straighten both arms, come to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog with your feet pressing the wall. Next, exhale, push your tailbones up with your heels on the wall. Downward facing dog. You can bend your one leg and another to give some flexibility into your hamstrings, especially if this is your first down dog today. Notice if your body reacts differently in this unconventional down dog with your heels on the wall. Press into your palms, lift your hips up. And exhale, rock forward to high plank, drop your knees onto the table. We try second side, step your left leg into the wall. Lift the back of your left leg toward the sky. Engage your core. Yeah. And press your right shin into the ground. Option to stay here or lift your right arm forward. Feel energy going both directions to your right fingertips and your left heel into the wall. Big inhale, and exhale, lower down your right hand, turn your left foot on the wall, and extend your left hand toward the sky. You can kickstand your right shin out a little bit for more support. Inhale, extend your left arm over your left ear. Next, release your left hand down. Bend your left leg, bring between your hands. Inhale, arms up. And your low lunge. And exhale, push your pelvis forward and down. Press your palms together. Find your back bend. And exhale, hands down. Pull your right heel towards your right sit bone. Option to grab your right foot with your right hand. If you like to try your balance, you can also lift your left arm forward and up, just to experience a little bit. You have the bind, carefully let it go. Inhale, arms up again. Next up, press your palms together, right elbow onto your left thigh. Twist to the left. Open your chest. Press into your palms. Press into your left heel, right shin. Option 2, lift up your back knee and lightly step it forward to twisting chair. Inhale, arms up, forward, come to chair pose. And exhale, fold over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands on your shin, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, fold over your leg. Slowly roll up. Inhale, arms up, Ardha Hastasana. And exhale, side bend to your right. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, side bend to the left. Come back to center. And keep your bottom body part strong and straight. And find your back bend in your standing. Gaze over your hands. You can shake your hands gently side to side. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, sit back to chair pose. And exhale, fold over your legs to Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, fold over legs, step right and left. Come to high plank. Find your heels on the wall again. And exhale, push your tailbones up toward the sky, downward facing dog. We'll move to some sun salutation B. If you like to replace it with something that you feel that makes more sense for yourself in today's practice, feel free to do so. Otherwise, step your right foot forward. And move your left heel where the floor and the wall meet. Inhale, reach your arms up. Come to warrior one. Use that push into your left foot to help you to rotate your left side body a little bit more forward. So your chest are facing the wall in front of you and so twist to the left side. Inhale, arms up by your ear. Release your shoulders down. Exhale, hands down. Step back, release your knees down. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, open your arms to the right. Find your camel on the wall. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, second left side. Hands down. And push tailbone up to downward facing dog. Step your left heel forward. Your right heel between where the wall and the floor meet. And help find your warrior one. And exhale, hands down. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms up and forward. Sit into chair. Exhale, enter your heart center by your side. That's one round. Inhale, sit down to chair pose. Exhale, fold over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat your back. Exhale, step left and right, come to high plank. Find your heels on the wall again. And exhale, push your tailbone up to the sky, down dog. Step your right heel to where your right hand is. And step your left heel between the wall and the floor. Inhale, arms up, warrior one. And exhale, hands down, back to high plank. And release your knees down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, side twist to the right. And find a camel on the wall. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Side bend. Hands down. And find a down dog on the wall again. And step your left heel forward. Right heel down. Inhale, arms up. Warrior one. Exhale, hands down. And push your hips up to downward facing dog. 3 to 5 rounds of breath here. Feel the support coming from underneath your heels from the wall. For the next exhale, step by step, a hop forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, and exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, sit into Uttanasana, chair pose. Exhale, hand to your heart center by your side. One more round. Inhale, sit to chair. And exhale, fold over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, right and left, or jump, bend your elbows, jump directly into high plank. Walk your plank into the wall. And push your tailbones up to downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, left heel down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Warrior one, bend into your right leg. Twist your left side body slightly forward. Exhale, hands down. Step your right foot back and release your knees down. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, open to the right and find your camel on the wall. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, open to the left. Hands down, and we'll make a downward facing dog with your heels on the wall. Step your left foot forward, right heel down. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands down. Step to high plank and push your tailbones up. 3 to 5 rounds of breath here. Start noticing that if you are using the resistance coming out of the wall, why for you to help you practice your yoga. How much support you're getting out of it. Bottom next exhale, lift your right leg up. You can stack your right foot on the wall and push your right heel towards wall that almost straighten your right hamstring, that which almost lift your left foot off from the floor. And exhale, step your right foot forward, left heel, keep it on the wall. Inhale, arms up, come to high lunge. Your back legs slightly bent. You keep your arms up, or you can keep your hands on your hips. Inhale, reaching to the crown of your head. And exhale, bend to back leg. Tap your knee, almost tap the floor. Inhale, extend it again. And exhale, bend it. One more time like that. Inhale, extend your left arm up if it's not up yet. Next, side bend to your right. Hug your thigh bones toward the midline. Stagger your legs. Create a strong, steady foundation for you. Next, come back to center and press your palms together. Your left elbow onto your right thigh. Just like what we did in low lunge. Use the palms pressing to help you to open your chest and rotate the rib cage toward the sky. It starts reaching to the crown of your head, the spine growing strong and straight forward and up. Soft bend into your right leg and start slowly lift your back leg up. Bend both legs and start slowly draw your left leg forward. Bring your left knee into your chest. Your right hand hold your left knee and twist to the left. Step your left foot down, shake your right leg if you feel like it's a lot already. And bring your right knee into your chest. You can try to bring yourself a little bit closer to the wall if you feel like in the last Warriors 3 that your foot are not on the wall. Bring your right foot, right knee into your chest and step your right foot into the wall behind you. You can use some blocks for support if you need to. And use that stepping into the wall of your right leg to help to maybe lower your right hip a little bit. Because in most of the time, our hip tend to open when we're in Warrior 3. Use the wall as a measurement to help us to even our hips in this pose. It's not like saying that open hip is strong, but it's not what we're focusing today. And next up, bend into your left leg, step your right foot down. Inhale, arms up. Find both legs straight. Exhale, fold over your legs, pyramid pose. With your right heel into where the wall and the floor meet. Just let your body fall over your left leg. And bend into your left leg. Pushing your right heel into the wall, right hand down into the floor, and twist to the left. Release your left hand and step your left foot back. Knees down. You can push directly to downward facing dog, or you can pass by the half camel on the wall again. I'm trying to do more twisting for myself today because I feel like I'm allergic to something recently and I've been having a lot of hives. which might be caused by some bug sting. And twisting is good to squeeze toxins out of your organs, out of your body. So I'm trying to add more twisting for myself, but when you're in down dog again, lift your left foot up. Press into the left heel with your left toes pointing down. You're pressing so hard that you can almost feel like your right foot is being lifted off from the floor. And press your shoulders down and your chest towards the floor. And then step your left foot forward. Right heel into the floor, into high lunge. Arms keeping up, or bring your hands on your hips to help you to even your hips facing forward. And soft bending to your right leg. Re-extend it. Twice more like that. Feel the stretch of the right quads. Now stand, reach your right arm up. Left hand on the left hip, and side bend to the left. Come back to center. Palms together, and bring your right elbow onto your left thigh, and twist to the left. Press into the right heel, into the wall. Grow through your spine, reaching to your crown of your head to the front. And soft bend into your left leg, and you can start walk your right foot up along the wall. And soft bend into both legs. And start slowly draw your right knee forward. Left hand onto your right knee. Right arm is extending back. Twisting to the right. Drop your right foot down. You can adjust your feet again so you can, in the next warrior 3, your foot can be on the wall. And how extend, bring your left knee into your chest. And exhale, step your left foot back. Maybe you'll touch the wall. Find your warrior 3. Use the resistance to help you to level your hips in this pose. Sending strongly into the right leg. Exhale, lower your left heel down. Inhale, arms up, both legs straight. Exhale, fold over your legs to pyramid. Find some blocks. If your hands having trouble touching the floor in this mid pyramid. And soft bend into your right leg, adjust your stance, press into the wall with your left heel, left hand down. Lift your right hand up, twist to the right. And release your right hand. Step into high plank. Again, option to push directly to down dog on the wall. Or you can find those half camels again. In your down dog, lift your right leg up. This time, instead of down dog split, try to bring the top of your right foot on the wall. So it's almost like a standing split. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Inhale, arms up. Right hand on your right hip and side bend to the right. Move a little bit faster than the first round. Come back to center. Press your palms together. Left elbow onto your right thigh. Twisting to the right. And start slowly, lift your back leg up. Maybe it will touch the wall, maybe it will not. It's the same idea. And start slowly draw your left leg forward. And right hand, grab your left knee and twist to the left. You can step down from here if you like to. You find something like a strap. And step the ball of your left foot and into the wall. Just to experience it. You can also stay in the standing twist, of course. And step your left foot down. Bring your right knee into your chest and step back into the wall behind you. Lower your right foot down. This time, straighten both legs, coming to pyramid directly. Maybe lift your left hand up. Revolved pyramid. Pull your left hip back, your right hip forward. And soft bend into your left leg. And step it back to high plank again. Drop your knees down, inhale, arms up. Exhale, open your arms to the right and find your half camel on the wall. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, twist to the left. Hands down. I'm going to find down dog on the wall again. Lift your left leg up. Top of your left foot on the wall. Same idea in the down dog split, like pushing so hard into the left foot that almost feel like your right foot is being lifted away. Step your left foot into your left hand. Inhale, arms up, high lunge. Left hand on your left hip and side bend to the right. Come back to center. Press your palms together and twist to the left. Straighten the back leg, lift your right hamstrings up, and shooting to the crown of your head toward the front. And start slowly lift your back leg up, or you can walk it along on the wall. Soft bend both legs and start slowly draw your right knee forward. On left hand, grab your right knee and twist to the right. You can stay here. You can also try that stepping on the wall with the strap on this side. You can walk your hands slowly. As long as you maintain a strong and standing leg, walk your hands slowly close to the foot. Step down your right foot. And draw your left knee towards your chest. And step your left foot toward the back, maybe touching the wall. And lower down your left foot. Come to a pyramid directly. Left heel pressing into where the wall and the floor meet. And follow your right leg. Option 2. Press your left hand into the floor or into the block. And twist to the right, lift your right hand up. Keep the soft bend into your right knee. So you're not always stretching your hamstring. Release your right hand down, soft bend into your right leg. Step it into high plank again. Option to move through that. Twisting to the side. And find your half tail on the wall. Hands down. I'm going to find downward facing dog. How are you guys doing? Sweating? This time we'll start something different. Lift your right leg up. Step on the wall. You can possibly lift your left leg up to meet with your right. And find an L shape on the wall. We build strength in our shoulders here. You can lift your right leg up, point your right heel toward the sky, and even lower it down to almost touch the floor. Bring it back up again. One more time like that. Keep it on the wall and lower down your left foot. And step your right foot forward. Inhale, arms up. And right heel, right hand on your right hip and side bend to the right. Come back to center. Press your palms together and twisting to your right. So walk your left foot on the wall. Find a twisting. Warrior 3. Even lower down your left hand. Right hand up. Revolve half moon. Stepping strongly into the left foot. If you need support, your right hand down, soft bend into both legs. Draw your left knee forward. Right hand holding your left knee and twisting to the left. You can try to extend your front leg straight here. You can also try what we just did with the wall again. Step your left foot into the strap and then step it into the wall. Right hand holding the straps and left hand extending toward the back, twisting to the left. Depends on what you feel for today. I'm only here to guide. That's something that makes sense to me and gives you modification that you need to. Step your left foot down. Bring your right knee to your right to your chest. And step your right foot into the wall. Warrior 3. Lower down your right heel. Find your pyramid. Option to press your right palm into the floor or into the block and twist to the left. Option to stay here or move the blocks slightly forward and lift your back knee up again. Revolve half round. Lower both hands down and step to high plank. Option to move directly to down dog. I'll find that half camel again. We'll meet a downward facing dog. Upper Mukha Svanasana. Second side. Step your left foot on the wall. Try to press it straight. This time, actually lift your right leg and start walking on the wall to meet your left. Find the L shape. Press strongly into your palms and your heels into the wall. Lift the back of your hamstrings towards the sky. Lift your left leg up, left sole, the sole of the left foot pointing the sky. Maintain it straight. And lower it down toward the floor. Bring it back up again. One more like that. This time, lower your right foot down and step your left foot forward. Inhale, arms up, come to high lunge. Left hand on your left hip and side bend to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Press your palms together, right elbow on your left thigh, and twist to the left. Options to lower down your right hand and step your right foot onto the wall and extend your left hand toward the sky. Revolve half moon. Lower both hands down, soft bend into your legs. Draw your right knee into your chest. Left hand grab your left knee and open your right arm toward the back. An option to stay here or left hand grab your right big toe and straighten front leg. That's one option. Another option you can explore just like what you did on the other side. Step here the ball of your right foot into the strap and step it into the wall. Hold the straps with the left hand. Inhale, reach your right arm up and open to the right. Place your right foot down. Bring your left knee up. Step it back towards the wall. Lower your left foot down. Find your pyramid pose. Press your left hand into the floor or into the block. And right hand up. And roll pyramid. Option to stay here. Or slightly move your block slightly forward and bend into your right foot, your right leg. And walk your back leg on the wall again. Release both hands down. Back foot down. Come to high plank. And drop your knees, your arms by your side. Find a brief break in child pose. Get some water if you need to. I hope your chest and it's pretty open at this moment. So, we did camel pose last week. We're gonna do it again this week. Everybody can use more back bending or opening, especially with all these new technologies and our work. But this time we're using the wall. Come to standing on the shin, facing the wall. We're using the wall to do as a measurement. Like a lot of people when they're doing camel pose, they lower their hips down just to reach their hand onto the heels, which is not a real back bending and heart opening. So this time we're using the wall as a measurement. Hands on your low back. Hug your elbows together. You just do one side and the other side, just like what you did last week. Press your pelvis into the wall and your heart towards the sky. Then reach your hands towards your heels. Just lay your head hang. To get out, push your hands on your lower back. And push yourself carefully up so you don't knock your face into the wall. You can try a second round. You can do the same thing. We can do try the side by side again, like the half camel we did. Some people I know that another way come to camel pose could also be just like what we did half camel at the beginning. Hands on the wall. Then you start slowly walk your hands toward the heel. It depends. And I know some people are easier for them to come to camel pose from bottom up, so they bring their hands on the heels first, then press the hips up, which is difficult to me. Okay. Whenever you're done, come to facing the wall again. We'll find pigeon. Half pigeon on the wall. Bring your right shin forward, your right knee touching the wall. And slide something underneath your hips to give you support. Extend your arms up. Just melt your chest towards. Imagine you're doing half pigeon on the floor, that you sometimes extend your arms forward and melt your chest toward the floor. But this time you're melting your chest toward the wall. Three more rounds of long breath here. When you're ready, start walk your hands down. Remove the block if you have it. And sit to the right side. Bring your right heel, right sole into the left inner thigh. Left hand grab the left ankle. Right arm over right ear, side bend to the left. Come back to center, facing your chest towards your left leg. Melt your chest toward your left leg. Hands grab the left foot. Janujya Shasana. Head to knee pose. Drag the shoulder blades away from each other. Open the space in the back of your upper back. And start coming back to center. Retrace second side. Bring your left knee forward. Knock your left knee into the wall. And slide something underneath your hips for support. Both arms on the wall. And so melt your chest toward the wall. Keep your back leg extended long. Maybe just to see if your relationship with the wall has changed. It has changed, shifted from more resistance to more support. Just as we said at the beginning of the class, sometimes it comes as one thing. One more long inhale. And exhale, let it out. Walk your hands slowly down. Remove the block if you have it. And bring your left sole into your right inner thigh. right piece fingers grabbing the right big toe. Extend your left arm up, side bend to the right, left arm over left ear. Come back to center, facing your chest towards the right leg, and melt your chest towards the right leg. After next round of breaths, release from it. Okay. If you feel your energy is already low, feel free to stay any pose that you like to, like child pose, embryo pose, anything that feels more rested for you. But if you feel like you're ready to try some inversion today, we're gonna try some handstand. So make sure that you are nearby a wall to catch you, and there's nothing on the wall that might fall because of your going upside down. If you prefer a different version, like a headstand or shoulder stand, that works too. But we've been building a lot for headstand today, so might just give it a try as well. So come facing the wall and find downward facing dog. Make sure that your palms are a little bit away from the wall. And push your tailbones up to downward facing dog. Stop, walk your feet closer to your face until your shoulders stacken over your wrist. Then lift your right leg up. Just you can keep your right leg straight, or you can bend it. There are many ways of getting to headstand. Some people prefer to get bent and step the right heel toward the sky to get themselves up like this. Some people prefer to keep it straight and just swing it up. You can try both. We've been building a lot of strength on our hamstrings too today, and we also stretched a lot, so either way should work fine. Make sure your shoulders are over your wrist before you kick up. Or simply just give some hops today. You can try the second side whenever you like to. If you feel that's already too much for you, just make sure that you try second side in the next a day or two to balance it out so you don't create a weaker side. One thing I like about inversion is oftentimes we have a different perspective of our bodies in inversion upside down, especially you might notice even more that one side of your body is weaker, which you don't usually notice because when you're standing, there's not much difference. But when you were trying to, like for me, if I try to kick my left leg up, then I notice that my left side body is not as strong as my right. And even when I'm up, my left side body is not as elongated as my right. So, after you're done with that inversion fun, we come down to our back. Bring your right heel on the wall, bend your legs 90 degrees.
rest. You can rotate your wrist, release some tension from the handstand. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Press your right knee open. Press your low back into the floor. Let's stretch our hip a little bit. Create a cradle with your arms around your right shin. And pull both legs into your chest. And experiment by bend and extend your left leg. And we'll switch side. Create a cradle around your left shin with your arms. And pull both knees into your chest. Release from it. And extend your legs long on the wall. Just enjoy this relaxation, that vigorous flow. Use the wall to support you, to create a relaxation one last time. You can sway your knees side to side, just to allow some space getting into those hip sockets. And when bring the soles of your feet together, the Supta Baddha Konasana on the wall. You can continue to keep your legs on the wall for Shavasana, or you can step them down and move away from the wall. Extend your legs long. Quiet your mind down a bit again. If you got route up from that moving. Notice your breath coming back to natural again. Just let the back of your hands, your heels, back of your legs
back of your head. Jump into whatever underneath you that's supporting you. Shavasana. If you like to continue staying on the Shavasana, please feel free to do so. We'll proceed to pranayama and the meditation. If you like to do those lying down, you're welcome to. Otherwise, start wiggling your fingers, your toes, swing your head side to side. And roll over to your one side. Pause for a moment, and this is still part of your container for your yoga practice. And use your left hand to support yourself and sit up. Find a comfortable sitting pose. You can find yourself against the wall again if you need support to create a straight and strong spine. We'll practice Samagritti again, but in a backward counting. Start with 8 and 6, then 4. Inhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Continue to more rounds on your, or shorten it to a length that suits you better. When you're done this next round, you start, shorten the count to 6. Now you're done this next round of count of 6. Maybe it's time to try count of 4. Notice how different it is compared to the beginning of the practice. Notice that because you lengthened your breath so much during the practice that you might actually have an active way to stop the point to make the count of 4. Or try to take in more. In a faster pace, bigger quantity of air. Whatever difference it is, simply observe.
Your donuts next to a couple frowns. Rest your hands on your knees. Sit a moment. Is it breathing? Reflect on the relationship between you and resistance and support. Contemplate how we're gonna bring that with you off the mat. How are you going to use that kind of relationship in your daily life? And then when you're ready to come out, bow your head towards your heart. And slowly blink your eyes open. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. And do hope you have a wonderful night. If you have any questions, feel free to turn on your camera, and looking forward to chat a bit. Thank you.